17. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from Houston. Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And running with power here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try to jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsay. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Stafford now to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and team...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's caught by Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gay knocks this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now he's flushed out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Watson off play action. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These deep on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, Akers. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. Jackson's got it over the middle. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Rams 31. Texans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Desmond King, ex of the Chargers and Titans, in on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. To throw is Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Watson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. To throw, Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A.,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.